Hi guys, Neil at Italia Autos here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Behind me we have a low mileage 2-owner GTV V6 behind me. So let's get it on the ramp and we'll see how it's holding up. The new owner has just purchased it. The car is currently sitting on 41,000 miles. The last owner owned it 16 years, so it's been a well looked after and well cherished GTV. Let's start by just showing you the inside and see how well that is holding up. Door cards are in really good condition. The carpet and mats are in pretty good condition. The seats are holding up really well. I'd imagine the back is like new because most of them always are. Everything at the dashboard is as you'd expect for a 41,000 mile car. It pretty much looks like brand new. So let's listen to the engine now. That is actually silky smooth, that is. You can really tell that's a low mileage engine. I'll say that the RPM is a little bit low at 500 RPM. Let's have a little look around the outside of it now. Initial thoughts are it's in very good condition. The customer has told me that there is a little bit of rust poking through the lower rear arches down there, as they all seem to do. The paint seems quite fresh, so it's a little bit of lack of peel there. Some chunks missing out the rear of the bumper down there. A little bit missing on the back of the corner of the bumper there. The paintwork is still pretty bright. It could do with a good polish, but it's not in bad condition at all. So let's get it on the ramp now and see what it's like underneath. So yeah, it's all as it should be. Nothing missing. The scuttle panel on the back there has aged quite a bit on both sides. The pipework is in very good condition for the age of the car. A little bit of rust on that one there and then some down the bottom, but it's still in very good health. The intake pipe is unsplit. We've got decent brake fluid and power steering fluid. I have already checked those. The coolant's good as well. So let's take it up a little bit more and we'll have a look at the suspension on it and the tyres, and then we'll check the underbody. Right, we have got quite aged shockers. They're not in very good condition, to be honest. They are quite rusty. A little bit of rust starting up there, which isn't bad at all. The tyre is in good condition. It is a Yokohama. Onto the back wheel. Can't really see much this side. Brake discs are a little bit pitted and unworn evenly. So you can tell that that's been a car which has stood around for a few years at a time and not been used very often. And again, worn brakes on this side. A closer look at the rust there. Yeah, it's all saturated with water. As you see when I push it, your water pushing out of it. So hopefully we can get that salvaged without too much hassle. Now onto the final wheel. Again, we've got a good tyre on it. The spring and shocker, more so the shocker, isn't in the best of condition. They are quite rusty, especially underneath on this one. Brake pipe at the front there has seen better days as well. And a little bit of crusty rust on the outside of that edge there. So the underside isn't too bad. It does need 2 shockers ideally, and a little bit of rust treatment and possibly a new brake pipe under that corner. Let's start at the back. It's still got the sticker on the exhaust, even though it's quite old, which is very rare. The tailpipe is rotting away. It's not going to be long until it wants an exhaust on it, to be honest. It's not in that good of a health. We are rotting quite a bit up there, so those seals are going to be blowing soon enough on those welds. How are we doing on those? A little bit of play in that bush there. They are the original bushes. None of them have been power flex, which is quite unusual. Yep, none of those are power flexed. These little parts here are starting to rust away as well. We've got some rust underneath here which is going to want tending to, and again at the back here. The rest of the floor pan on the driver's side, just a few bits of rust starting to creep through. Nothing major at all. You always get rust along here as well. Front flexi pipes are okay. Passenger side footwell, a few little bits of rust starting to poke through, but generally it is in pretty good health for a UK car, and a little bit of rust here again. Let's have a look underneath the car and see if we can spot anything under here. It has had an upgraded oil cooler. It's definitely a little bit more crusty underneath here. Those wishbones look like they're ready to be exchanged for some nice brand new ones. The front downpipe has seen some curbs in its life, so that probably won't changing eventually. Brake pipes look okay, and the driver's front brake pipe looks okay. That's been changed at some point in its life. And the normal spots for them to go, oh, these have been changed already. So they're the awkward ones to change as well, because they go all up the bulkhead of the engine. So there you go. All in all, that's not a bad condition GTV. It does need a little bit of TLC on the underside just to keep it up in tip-top shape. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I shall see you in the next video.